In the last episode, we were getting ready to leave the Solomons. With 2 guests on board. Our plan is to go from Nauru to a group of islands next to Misima, which is about 300 nautical miles away, so in theory, just over 2 days. We prepped the boat entirely like last time, but this time we kept the kayak securely on deck because we're not expecting big waves, and with 4 people on board, we need all the space we can get.
We are leaving. Quite excited to go back to Louisiades. A bit sad to leave Solomon because it was really nice. But to be honest, going back to Australia at the end is quite good because we have a lot of repairs to do. So now we're ready for the crossing. We've got 2 more people on board, so that's going to be cool. We've got Jan's brother and his cousin. The weather is... so part of it is good because there's no swells, so not that many waves, so that's going to be quite comfortable. But there's also not that much wind, so I'm not sure how we're going to be able to sail all the way. At the moment we can't. We'll see if we can make much progress. Yeah, so far so good.
Okay, it's time to add the final waypoint.
Let's hope we go a bit faster because 300 miles at 3.5 knots. I was able to sleep for a bit, but now time to get up.
Here we go, we are off the Solomon. It was a beautiful country, but I can't wait to go back to a little bit more civilized country so we can repair the boats and buy the food we want. Yes. There is literally 0 wind, so no sail, just gonna drift for a little bit and wait for the wind to come back. The good side is it's quite flat, so we're gonna just have a few games, watch a few series, and if we can sleep.
You got it going on, I'll be there in a heartbeat. Tell me your favorite song, I'll put it on repeat. I could wait for you forever, through the storms or any weather. Yeah, you're like New York in the sunshine. I'm a fool, yeah, I got love blind. And ooh, yeah, got my heart out, and it's covered in gold. Like moonlight over Hollywood, and it's cool, yeah, cause you know it's good, oh baby.
No fish today?
No fish today, no fish ever in the Solomon. There's no fish in beautiful sea.
It'd be a beautiful end of day, but instead we have to have the generator on because of our battery issues, so that's the noise they can hear in the background. Other than that, it's been a fairly boring day. We didn't get much wind, so we tried to sail with the spinnaker, but most of the time we had less than 5 knots, so there's not much you can do. And we didn't really want to put the engine, so we drifted for a little bit, sailed for a little bit, and just didn't make that much progress. It's okay, it just means that the passage is going to be a bit longer than anticipated, and we're going to struggle probably to try and arrive not by night, but if that's the case, we can just drift for a bit before arrival as well.
almost the end of night 2. There's still no wind, but I'm exhausted because there's a lot of squalls around. So we have to keep our eyes open and constantly check the wind, because sometimes it's gonna come from 0 wind to 25 in about 2 minutes time frame. So quite exhausting, but we're moving. Only 130 nautical miles remaining to the Louisiades, which is great news. It's almost the end of my shift, and Cecile is gonna take over.
My shift is starting. Yeah, I'm just finished this, but he had to wake me up in the middle because we're still in the Solomon Seas, and there's still some what we call squalls, so like these small storms, and it felt like there was a lot of clouds around us. At some point the wind went up to 18 knots, so it woke me up. We couldn't reform the main, and now we're just a bit more relaxed about getting into a squall, because that means that we're a bit more prepared. It's a bit of a pain because most of the time the wind isn't high enough for us to sail with a reef, but better safe than sorry, I guess.
Okay, so no, it's not the main that we are raising, but Jan, one of the halyards is stuck at the top of the mast, so thank God for the flat seas that Jan can go up and fix it.
We'll never get old. Heading down Cali, driving round with my baby. Tough drops and raindrops.
We are stuck. Look at how flat the water is. No wind at all, but this is coming for us. It's gonna move a little bit. At least we're gonna have some wind.
Good news is, while we were drifting, our friends from Lola caught up on us. Yay! We are not alone at sea anymore.
Ready for what?
Here we go, another squall's coming. At least we've got some wind and we can make some progress. I just hope it's not gonna be too much wind, because you know, it can be up to 50 knots or so, so I don't want that. For now it's just 15, so it's okay. We can manage that.
The conditions are getting rough, but at least we're not alone. And if you're wondering why we're not going in the same direction, it's only because we are yet again in a squall and our boats are different, so different strategies. We're going downwind to reduce the wind speed while Lola is motoring through.
The dream. The dream.
It's cold!
Alright, it's the last evening before we get to the Louisiades, and the wind has picked up a lot. We had up to 28 knots. It was really bad. Couldn't see anything, a lot of rain. And now seems like it's settled at 18 knots, but it's quite choppy, so it's very not comfortable. So let's see how it goes for tonight. We're going a little bit too fast. If we keep going at that speed, we're gonna be there during the night. So we're trying to slow down, but getting the right balance with the sail is really tough with this weather. So let's see what we can do. And our friends are still with us. It is almost the end of night 3. The sun is starting to get up and I can see land. I can see land. We've done it. We're gonna be at our first anchorage in about 45 minutes. Quite excited about that because I'm very tired and I think everyone is. So can't wait.